point in keeping him here if he wasn't going to play, so he fills one of those 4 spots. That was the idea. It was not a sign that he was going to play for the Flyers. I understand where people are misinterpreting the meaning. Alexander Holtz had a shot right off the draw there. Welcome to pro hockey. Holtz almost scored on his first couple of seconds on the ice with that wicked shot for the 7th overall pick in his pro debut. Wheeling out in front, trying to center for Holtz there was Tyce Thompson, the son of Brent Thompson, the Sound Tigers head coach, and the younger brother of Tage Thompson of the Buffalo Sabres, formerly of the Blues. Long stretch pass, Phantoms got it out of there. It was a good hot start for the Devils, but now Forster sailed up there for Willman. Rolled it in around the boards, did Tyson Forster with 6 goals in the last 5 games, including 2 goals yesterday in Newark. And back-to-back 2-goal games before our shutdown on March 31st and April 3rd. Pulled away by the Devils. They'll cross the red line, dump it in, tipped it in, cleared. Logan Day slams down Tyce Thompson, and the puck back to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms side. Good little backhand flick for Cam York. Now the Phantoms got to get it out of there, and they do. Willman for Forster, and here they come, and up through center, flying into the zone. Logan Day got bumped by Riley Walsh. Day practically playing like a forward right now. Connor Butterman off the bench rotates in behind him to play as a D practically. Shot for the right wing boards was tried over there by Wyatt Wiley, hit off a body in front. Willman and Forster in after it. Devils pulled away. And here comes Binghamton to shoot it out to center, trying to connect with the Swedish prospect Alexander Holtz in his debut here as a pro. Here on Wednesday, the Phantoms are all the way down to 12th. They went from 89% and now down to 81.7% because they've given up 7 power play goals in the last 4 games. Devils are not too shabby on the power play, by the way. For a team that doesn't have a whole lot of offense, they can do okay on the man advantage. This time the Phantoms cleared to start it off. Phantoms lead 1-0. Isaac Radcliffe, the breakaway goal, his first of the year. Graham Clark has 3 directed on its way in. Tyce Thompson had a piece of that, and it's bounced over to the corner. Lehigh Valley clears it away. And the Phantoms knock that out to center, but here come the Devils again. 16.7% overall is 19th in the American Hockey League. Riley Walsh for Graham Clark, right wing boards and backhand flicking it back to Walsh. 1:10 to go on the power play. Thompson cross ice, shot from over there. Oh, what a dandy for Alexander Holtz. He's got a howitzer there. It was on the high chest of Sandstrom. Clark is in. Oh, what a goal center. The Phantoms bench, and the Phantoms getting it a change with McMaster and Saunier, and soon to be Kademi joining them. 7:35 to go in the first period. It is a 1-0 lead for Lehigh Valley. Devils dump it in deep. Bigras slammed it off the end wall. Phantoms play it up along the boards, hustling back to retrieve. It's Brennan Saunier. Dropped the gloves here on Wednesday with Eddie Wingo. Here he gets into a hard hit on Tyce Thompson in center ice. Devils have the puck, and they're back the other way. Backhand flipped up in the air, and a bouncer wide of Sandstrom was sent in deep. Wotherspoon will play it along the wall, and he connects with Brennan Saunier, who's going to drop back in behind his own goal. Played it on the side of the net. Saunier in a little trouble, stays with it, hustled over to the corner, but they're banging in on him there. Brett trying to steal. A little help there from Bigras, as Saunier was doing the best he could, but under all kinds of pressure. Phantoms will dial it back in behind their own net again. The Devils continue to press, and Devils will be their second of the game. They had a couple of big ones, and terrific saves for Felix Sandstrom on their last chance. Alexander Holtz with his absolute rocket. He's had a couple of shots already. Phantoms a 1-0 lead, but the Devils getting a lot of momentum here. They're out shooting the Phantoms 7-4 and causing all kinds of headaches there with the Binghamton aggressive forecheck in across the line. And here's A.J. Greer with a goal yesterday alongside Graham Clark. Over to the left wing, Alexander Holtz in his pro debut. Holtz on a little chip from Greer, missed him, and he accidentally pushed it all the way back to A.J. Greer. That was not a very good play from A.J., and he kind of rolled his eyes and looked up at the ceiling and said, I didn't mean to do that. Riley Walsh to the red line. Now the drop pass through center on the power play entry attempt. The handoff, it was poked away by Radcliffe. He almost had a chance to turn that into a second breakaway try. Didn't quite pan out that way. Riley Walsh into the zone and around the wall for Graham Clark, and back it comes. Alexander Holtz got there on the backhand of the left wall. Dropped it there for Riley Walsh in the left circle for Tyce Thompson. Back up high Walsh. They've got some good young talent here for the Devils. It's just raw. They have 3 wins in their last 21 games. Graham Clark, right dodge, but he's not as forthcoming talking about that. He'll talk about his family all day long. Talking about himself and 500 assists, yeah. I guess it means a lot, you know. But I think it is pretty meaningful for him. It's a little hard to describe into words, though. The 15th year pro Five-time All-Star. Big shot, Josh Jacobs. Nice save, Felix Sandstrom. Then he threw his elbow back and got a little shot in on Brett Sini, who was kind of crashing in there, and used the crossbar to leverage himself. Pivoting one way and the other is Alexander Holtz. Two guys are on top of each other in the corner, Logan Day and Brett Sini, whereas Holtz tried a shot and Sandstrom deflected that away. One big Swedish shooter. Oh, there's a big shot from the point for Graham Clark. That redirected just wide of the right skate. Sandstrom really getting tested here. Shots are 10-4 Binghamton, but Sandstrom standing on his head, and it's great to see. And now he's going to pull it out, and they'll send it all the way to the Devil's End. Nice crowd as far as that goes anyway here on this Saturday night. 25% capacity, and we're allowed to have more fans in the building, which is great to see. Here comes Lehigh Valley in, scooting in across the line is Connor Bunneman, down in behind the goal for Radcliffe. Setting up high is LeBerge, and the puck went behind him. Stepping in to keep it in. Nice play, Zamula. Devils recover and fling it out of there for Alexander Holtz. The 7th overall pick in the 2020 draft, a 19-year-old from Sweden in his pro debut. Couldn't get off the shot there. He's had a couple of big cracks at Sandstrom, but denied both times. Phantoms throw it all the way in. Merrick's Mittens is their goalie, handles it with the mitten. And I'm never going to stop saying that. And he throws it over into the corner. Radcliffe is in after it, and Kevin Ball, the big man. Radcliffe blocked Kevin Ball's shot for the breakaway back before. Oh, here comes Holt's breakaway. It's broken up on a hustle play by Zamula. He got there to break it up on Alexander. Devils have already announced that New Jersey plans to sever ties with Binghamton and will move the team. No comment from New Jersey, no comment from Utica, where the Devils are reportedly moving, but nothing official there yet. Here's Forster in the left wing corner, put it in down low for Max Willman. Kind of stuck in his skates, and he really couldn't handle that. Shoveled in by Wotherspoon, hopping back out in front. Forster again! There's Mitten sliding to his left to the knife. Forster diving for it while he was getting blasted. And he got a little chop on goal. O'Reilly, it's off the pads there of Mittens, and then Forster wanted to drop, but he missed the connection. It goes through Wiley and sailed all the way back. Wyatt Wiley takes a nice handoff from Sandstrom, who came out of his crease. Lehigh Valley again. LeBerge across the line. Donovan. Backhander was a save for Merrick's Mittens. Connor Bunneman's 5th game back with the Phantoms after he played 18 games with the Philadelphia Flyers this year. Still in search of his first point with Lehigh Valley. Lost his stick. So 5-on-4 for a moment there while they got Alexander Holtz back out there. It's a shot. Easily be a different game right now. Were it not for Sandstrom on top of his game very much. Out in front, nice save. Merrick's Mittens denies Pascal LeBerge, who has 2 this year and almost a 3rd. Sandstrom 14 saves. Igor Zamula has saved a couple of goals as well and playing great. Holtz tipped it there, and now it's Thompson, Tice Thompson for Brett Sini. Broken up and cleared back. 5D for the Devils today after Colton White was called up. If we want you to join our season ticket family, it's going to be time to get back to live entertainment at PPL Center as well. Join our season ticket family and receive all the great benefits of a season ticket membership with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Find out more at ticketsales@phantomshockey.com. That's the email, ticketsales@phantomshockey.com. Or you can call 610-224-4625. Devils come up with a puck, and they're stronger guys. They're heavier. A hook to put it around the wall, and now Lehigh Valley flips it up and out the center. Ralph Kademi bouncing on him. Now he's smacked into Hookduke, and it's cleared away by the Devils. Brett Sini lost it. Lehigh Valley steals it back. McMaster goes over the right wing for Brennan Saunier, who got crunched into by Tice Thompson. Lost the puck and scooped up by Alexander Holtz. He's on the ice, and he's very dangerous here in his pro debut. 7 minutes to go in the second period. Phantoms lead 3-1. Banked missed connection for Kevin Ball. Just gave it right back to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And there's Wotherspoon tossing it forward. Stolen back by Binghamton. Wotherspoon, little poke at it. Knocked it up there to the Devils' side. Dish forward for Holtz. Baseball bat style swing almost to swat it in deep, and the Phantoms sail it down. No icing. Mueller on the forecheck. Devils were kind of waiting for the whistle. It didn't come. And now Mueller for Sandine. Point blank. Great save on the left pad for Merrick's Mittens. Mueller back in the net there with with Brett Cini, rolled around the wall. Wotherspoon tried to put it in the middle. Bouncing puck, and there's Alexander Holtz tossing it out of there, and here comes Schnard. And then came back down for this start. And then Sandstrom might go back up there tomorrow, for all we know. I mean, they're juggling around the 4 guys that you are required to keep on the taxi squad. Here come the Binghamton Devils flying into the zone and across the line, up the right wing, and leaving it on the doorstep. Swing and a miss for Alexander Holtz on the drop there. Hustling in Tyce Thompson, 2 young talents on rookies for the Devils, both in search of their first. Brett Cini intercepts it at center over the left wing corner and behind the goal around York. Out in front, Tyce Thompson. 3:39 to go, second period. Lehigh Valley leads 3-1. Face-off win for the Phantoms in their zone. And a long lead pass here. Shots are Binghamton Devils 19, Lehigh Valley Phantoms 17. Guided over to the corner and wanting to center, but Wotherspoon's pass as he's all the way up there got blocked, so he's got to hustle back to retreat on D. And there's Holt heartbroken in Binghamton. The fans are ticked. And 50 years almost of AHL history. Will it continue next year? Well, they'll need a new team. And right now, there are no teams available. I mean, maybe there will be a team that will be available to move. Otherwise, Binghamton might have to look for an ECHL team. I certainly hope that I have not made my last visit to Binghamton for an AHL game. But the Binghamton Devils will not be in Binghamton next year. And they're not in Binghamton this year either. They're in Newark, New Jersey. They had a money-saving, basically, situation there. Here come the Phantoms across the line. Wiley for Max Willman. Forster is in behind the goal. Rolled around the wall. Cal O'Reilly kept it in. Got it to Forster. Cross ice for Wiley again. And that's broken up. Wyatt Wiley and Cal O'Reilly. And every time they're on the edge to Albany, then to Lowell, then back to Albany, down to Binghamton, and now maybe back to Utica again. New Jersey's bounced their affiliation around a few different places over the last couple of decades. Jim Jackson called every game for the Utica Devils. He was out of a job, and he got the Philadelphia Flyers gig in 1994. I didn't get the Flyers job. I think I was out of work. I think that was my last chance. Well, it certainly has worked out well for JJ. The only voice they had for the Utica Devils, but they could get another Utica Devils team next year. Tossed up in the air, and Mueller trying to send it out of there. Jim Jackson was also the voice of the Utica Blue Sox baseball team in the New York Penn League back then. Bouncing puck stolen there by Mueller. Phantoms lead 3-1. Finds Wotherspoon shooting. Nice save on the left pad for Merrick's Mittens. And cleared away by the Devils. And now up ice, and a bouncing puck is in across the line. And swatted over to the corner. Oh, Tyce Thompson has it. And he's got Holtz in the middle. 10 seconds left in the period. They've got time. Sailed up high. Vukojevic winding, looking for a tip down low and a shot pass. Josh Jacobs couldn't connect. Holtz put it in from a sharp angle. Jacobs whacked it wide. Hershey Bears legend Chris Bork. 10th is on the way. He is 10th. He'll become the 10th to reach 500 career assists in the AHL. And that is a source of family pride, with Ryan O'Reilly telling the St. Louis Blues all about his older brother. And Ryan O'Reilly on the other side of telling the Blues media about it, scores a hat trick today for St. Louis. Wyatt Wiley poked it in. We're underway in the third period. As he stepped up, Andrioff was trying to create. Now he just drops it back for the righty shooting Wiley out of Everett, Washington. Didn't make it through. Blocked by the Binghamton Devils. They carry it away. They almost made it a one-goal game. Here's Holtz. Oh, he almost had his first as a pro. It was Cini from the left wing, finding Holtz in the high slot. Dangerous to shoot from any angle. Some of them on the ridiculous side, and he's always a danger to score. Phantoms in. Sandin and Mueller all alone while others are changing. Mueller strong on the puck, hanging on to it, but finally Riley Walsh got it back for the Binghamton Devils. So Binghamton, late in the second and early in the third, came that close to making it a one-goal game. It out of there. Kademi gave him a stick because Wotherspoon is more important on D, and they cleared, and now it's dumped back into the Lehigh Valley. M2 men in aggressively on the forecheck, flipped around, intercepted. Tyce Thompson hit off a body, popped up in the air. Thompson again, 2 whacks at it, point blank on Sandstrom, and he denied him there. A rebound. Riley Walsh fired it wide. Man, Tyce Thompson was right on top of him after the puck went airborne. Now down low for Thompson. Chris Mueller shoved into him and bumped the puck away. Vukojevic dropped it back behind him on the blue line. Cini up high for Holtz. He's dangerous shooting. Hit it off a body in front and goes wide of Felix Sandstrom. Holtz looks pretty darn good here in his pro debut. It's come very close to fulfilling his promise for his first goal as a pro with that tremendous shot of his. Oh, Andrioff, a huge hit in the corner. He'll get called for a penalty. and he's telling Riley Walsh, you sold that, you bought it, way to go. Devils pull the goalie, 6-on-5. Riley Walsh in across the line. It was tapped by his breakaway like he did on his first period block shot for his first goal of the season, but he got it out of there and gets a change. Willman and Sandine are out there along with Zamula and Vigra on the penalty kill for the Phantoms with 14 minutes to go in the third. Thompson across the line of the left wing. Alexander Holtz is on, and he's let it fly a few times here today. Graham Clark, cross ice. Holtz didn't shoot. Now he does. He whiffed on it. Holtz got the give back from Walsh. It was too hot, and he shanked it off the heel of the stick blade. Tice Thompson put it in down low for A.J. Greer, who mishandled it, but coming up with it is Holtz. Here comes Holtz again, shooting. Nice save off the right pad for Felix Sandstrom. Alexander Holtz has to have 5 or 6 shots on goal today of their 26 shots total. Holtz digs it away on the left wall. 14 seconds left, power play. Holtz again, nice. It's shot forward and tipped all the way in by Felix Sandstrom. The League Board of Governors has their meeting in May, I think early May. We might get an official announcement as for the declaration of the team moving and the official approval or something of that nature at that point. But right now, it's just Binghamton saying, yeah, the rumors you heard are true. We're not going to be here next year. New Jersey told us. Isaac Radcliffe is in with 10.5 to go in the third, out there with Bunneman and LeBear's pulled away. Alexander Holtz, here he comes again. Drags on Zamula. Now it's knocked off of his stick. They barely recovered before Holtz could pull the trigger, moving in point blank on Felix Sandstrom. Man, Holtz can move, too. Ball dangled right around Radcliffe. Down to the right wing corner now for the big man who crashed out there. Igor Zamula is digging and trying to win it out in front. Cini, LeBear's got a piece of that and popped it. Phantoms really need to step it up. They know it, and they're trying to do it right now. Mueller face-off win. Back to Logan Day. Now toss it over to the corner. Cam York in a little trouble with 2 guys on him. Push it up along the wall, but not out. But the Phantoms carry momentum up along the Lehigh Valley bench right there in front of Scott Gordon, chatting with Bill Downey right there and pointing out some ideas for Billy Downey, who is serving as our assistant coach today. Kerry Huffman, regularly our assistant coach, is one of those still absent on the other side of our COVID protocol. Against the Binghamton Devils on Saturday, May 1st, and also Wednesday, May 5th against the Hershey Bears, all the way up to our last weekend of the regular season. Saturday, May 15th against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, and Sunday, May 16th will be the last ever game for the Binghamton Devils, who are on their way out, unfortunately, on a decision made by the New Jersey Devils to move their affiliation. Holtz put it in down low. The Devils threatening to take the lead here, and now Logan Day gobbled it up, and now he's handing it off to Cam York, who will reverse it back the other way. Escapes from behind the net. York's been a little quiet today, but now he made a nice play from behind the net. Up ice for Mueller, and now for Andrioff, who sends it on. It's shoveled over to the corner for goaltender Merrick Smittens, who we haven't had the opportunity to mention for quite a while. Phantoms 3, Devils 2, but the shots are Binghamton Devils 31, Lehigh Valley Phantoms 21, and the shots in the period are 11-3. Devils across the red line, backhand shovel it in deep to them. And so Chris Mueller is shouting out at the officials, what are you doing? Phantoms win the face-off there after all of that ice and confusion. Gordon and Bill Downey came to the front of the bench and were screaming at him. Phantoms had like 8 guys out there, and they didn't know which 5 should be there, because you're not allowed to change after the icing. But all's well that ends well. Phantoms won that draw. Wotherspoon had trouble with it. Now Helly hanging on here. And 3 guys in the slot for Lehigh Valley on the Connor Bunneman face-off draw. That's won by the Devils. They try to put it in down low. Comes up high for Graham Clark with a goal today. Devils are working it. Tice Thompson catching up to him, LeBear's, but Thompson rotated it down low. Here's the dangerous Alexander Holtz up high shot. Nice save for Felix Sandstrom. That was high. I don't know if that hit him in the helmet or where. It doesn't look like it got him in the helmet. At first I thought maybe it did. And the Phantoms pick it up and carry it away. 33 saves on 35 shots for Sandstrom. Driven in deep. It's onto their goalie and played out of there, paddled forward by Merrick Smittens. 3 shots in the period for Lehigh Valley. What are the shots now in the period? 15-3. That's correct. It should not have, because it was off target. We could see from the angle here. Face-off win for the Phantoms, and then Graham Clark got it because Wotherspoon's chip along the wall was blocked down. So now a 6-on-5 for the Devils, and an empty net here. Tantalizing for Lehigh Valley. Around the right wing half wall for Graham Clark. Cross ice he goes. Stop, Kevin Ball pivots it back to Walsh. Give it to Clark, right dot. Shot isn't there. Wotherspoon was in the shooting lane. Max Willman trying to intercept. Walsh is shot all the way through. I think that hit off of Sandstrom and bopped over to the other corner where Wyatt Wiley is in after it. That's his 34th save on the long drive. Walsh. Phantoms had it. Forster tried to emerge. couldn't clear. Tyce Thompson got it in. Now Holtz flipped it in down low. Dangerous shot is missed wide around the boards and all the way out. The shot missed from, I believe that was Greer. Came all the way along around the wall and out, driven in on Sandstrom. Hands it off there. Wotherspoon will play it off the wall and bank it out of there with 1:10 to go. Kevin Ball blocked that down. Lehigh Valley intercepts. Can Sandine get off a shot for the empty net from the red line? Too much traffic. Blocked down by Graham Clark. And here comes Riley Walsh again. Under a minute to go. Flipped it forward. Walsh for Clark. Enters the zone. 35 saves for Sandstrom. A 3-2 lead for the Phantoms. 6 on 5 for the Devils. Dropping it for Clark. Handing it off for Vukojevic. Clark on the right dot. Guarded again by Wotherspoon, who's been out there for almost 2 minutes. Cini for Walsh, 38 seconds. Vukojevic raises the stick. The shot isn't there. Banked it in down low for Clark. They're being too careful here, are the Devils. Holtz is off, and